So firstly, welcome to our channel, Famezo, and thank you so much for giving us your time today for this interview.
Thank you so much, Khushi, for having me. Thank you.
So for today's segment, we had put up a story wherein your fans and followers have sent in questions for you. So it will be like answering fan questions. So to start with, firstly, they would like to know that since recently the show has got off air. So how was your last day of shooting, and how you all the cast reacted to the off air news, and how all like how are you spending your time these days now?
So we got to know one day prior, and that too at our lunch break, that the show is getting wrapped up because it was a hit show. So we never expected that it'll go off air so soon. And it was a hit show on OTT platform more than it was on TV. So it came as a shock to all of us, and we were confirming from our creatives and from our director and everyone around, is it true? Is it true? But I think every journey has an end, a start, a beautiful journey throughout. So we don't have any regrets. If we had known this earlier also, that it will be on air only for 1 year, 11 months to be precise, then also we would have done the show, because it had brought laurels to the production house, to the actors, and to our careers. And so but we all became very emotional. It was really difficult to shoot those last few scenes that we shot. And I think जो last scene भी था जिसमें Angre was reading the letter, no one had taken bliss. No one. So all the moist eyes that you see, चाहे वो निकी है या आर्यन का, ऐसा था कि he had to clap and he was like कि ठीक है दे दी ना प्रॉपर्टी सारी आंकड़े को.
Yeah.
But वो attitude के पीछे भी his eyes were red, because everyone was so emotional. And Angre, while reading that letter, उसका गला भर जा रहा था बार बार, क्योंकि वो अटक जा रहा था. He was so so filled till here with emotions and with all the things that had happened. It was just playing constantly in our minds कि एक साल में हमने क्या क्या देखा है, कितने ups and downs देखे हैं. तो सारे बहुत ज्यादा इमोशनल थे. बट टू मैं तो रूम में सॉन्ग्स प्ले कर रही थी, ये गलियां ये चौबारा यहाँ आना ना दोबारा है. निकी एंड हेली वाज लाइक आई विल स्लैप यू चांदनी, जस्ट स्टॉप इट, ये गाना बंद कर, बिकॉज़ दे वर लिटरली क्राइंग. और ऐसे में विदाई विदाई वाले सॉन्ग्स लगा रही थी. बट या it was a beautiful journey. It ended beautifully, so no regrets.
Yeah. So like till now you all were shooting, so you all are used to spend your time, like your whole day used to go in shooting only. So now when you've got some free time, so how are you all spending? Are you all resting, or going out, or you're working for some other projects, or looking forward to some new auditions?
Well, every one of us, I think we are auditioning. See, it's the same procedure for all the actors. That's the uncertainty of our work and of our line. People think कि normal लोगों को लगता है कि कितना सही है ना, तैयार हो, glamorous है, ये field बहुत, and you get a lot of money and fame and people love you. But एक चीज जो इसकी है वो है कि no matter how hit your show is, how hit your movie is, again you stand in the same queue of auditions. So I'm doing the same thing which I did before the show, before I was not Ishani or people didn't know me. I'm doing the same thing, the same procedure. So I'm auditioning, and everyone else is yeah. So it's like that. But अभी मैं थोड़े दिन अपने घर आई हूँ, हिमाचल आई हूँ. So it's nice to be here. I'm here after 2 years. So it feels good to be here.
Yeah. So now, like, since you all had an outdoor shoot for like almost 2 months, you all shot in Goa, you all shot in Siliguri. So how was that whole new experience being with the cast the whole time, and shooting outdoors in this pandemic? So how was it?
It was lovely, yeah, because it was like a picnic. We were on a picnic with our best people, best bunch of people whom we bond like so good. Like the bond was so good between us, and we all were friends, and we are getting paid on picnics. So what better than that? So it was great. It was a little more hectic than the schedule we had in Cherish Studio. So उससे ज़्यादा hectic होता है क्योंकि obviously a lot of cost is involved when you go outdoor, and it comes with a lot of responsibilities and everything. But it felt like fun at work because our director was too good. Mohit sir was too good, तो वो हमेशा मजाक करते रहते थे, और the vibe at the set was really good, तो बहुत मजा आता था. और फिर जब पैकअप हो जाता था तो हम सारे मेरे रूम में आते थे. We used to have green tea together, so that was our thing, green tea time. तो हम ग्रीन टी पीते थे और फिर हम अपना टेलीकास्ट देखते थे और फिर हम एक दूसरे का मजाक उड़ाते थे. मतलब कितना भी सीरियस सीन हो, हम सो वी यूज्ड टू प्रे कि हे भगवान मेरा सीन आने वाला है, अब प्लीज मत उड़ाओ. तो जिसका सीन चल रहा था सिर्फ वो ऐसे थे और दूसरे लोग इतना मजाक उड़ाते थे. वाह वाह क्या एक्सप्रेशन दिया, ओह इंटेंसिटी. So that was like leg pulling session plus green tea session of ours. It was fun, great fun.
Yeah, it all, we could see how the bonding was growing so much. This 2 months outdoor was that really you all bonded so well, and all the social media pictures and videos could tell us how all you enjoyed as well and how you all were working as well there.
Yeah. We really enjoyed. We had a blast.
So now the next thing I'm asking is that, when you were offered this character of Ishani, so what all thoughts did you had, and what were your initial thoughts about it?
See, the thing is, if being honest, everyone wants a main lead, right? We have come from our cities, from small towns, and not to play someone's sister or someone's antagonist or something. Like बहुत कम लोग होते हैं जिन्हें ये play करना होता है. सब heroine बनने आए. So my initial thoughts were, I had come from pageant background, so I had this thing in me कि ठीक है मैं जहाँ जहाँ गई हूँ I've always excelled, so I'm giving this audition, and it will be my debut role, and this will be my break in TV. So I want to play the main lead. So I gave the audition for Ridhima's character, but they saw Ishani in me. And now I can see why they saw Ishani in me. Even I cannot imagine me being Ridhima or Haley being Ishani. Imagine that. Like, that would have looked so awkward, man. She throwing champagne on me and औकात नहीं है मेरे सामने खड़े होने वाली. The personalities we have. She's very see. Not that I'm not Masoom, but Haley और मेरे roles को swap करो तो that will become a comedy. So yeah, I'm glad that I played Ishani. Ishani was very much like Pooh of K3G, and that was again itself an iconic character. So I enjoyed playing dress up and dolled up, and in those costumes, heels and makeup and all the attitude and fake accent she used to throw. So I loved it. So yeah, it was a nice decision by the makers, and I'm glad that I took this opportunity and played Ishani.
Yeah, and I think all the audience have loved Ishani so much. Despite being a negative character, you have received so much love for your character and all the looks you had.
That's very rare.
Yeah. Okay, so the next that I would like to ask is that fans want to know how did you all bonded? Like when was that time? As in. Like, when was that moment when you all bonded really well, the whole cast? And since you all, first meet was outdoor cruise, so how was that whole experience of cruise and everything?
I think we bonded really well on the very first day. There was no awkwardness, and that was especially because everyone was new. Haley ko chhod ke baki everyone had done work somewhere or the other, but itna koi established or itna, I don't know if established is the right word for it, but जैसे अभी आप निकी को एस सिया जानते हो, या खालिदा को आप अनुप्रिया जानते हो, इतना फेम पहले किसी को और काम से नहीं मिला था. चाहे मीनाक्षी जी has done a lot of work, she's a very senior actor, but being Dadi of Ishq Mein Mar Jawa gave her another level of height. So तो वो बहुत अच्छी चीज थी कि हम सारे नए थे, तो वो हेजिटेशन नहीं थी कि यार ये तो वेटरन एक्टर है, इसके सामने कैसे बात करनी है. या होता है ना कि इफ आई एम न्यू, एंड हेली बीइंग एन एक्सपीरियंस्ड एक्टर नेवर showed that thing, she was never being boastful about this thing कि मैंने बहुत काम किया है, या वो वाइब ही नहीं था उसका. जब मेरा फर्स्ट सीन उसके साथ था कि मैं उस पे शैंपेन गिराती हूँ और ये तो आई वाज आस्किंग हर कि मैं आप पे गिरा दूं ना, एंड शी वाज लाइक आप मत बोल, मुझे तू बोल, और हाँ बिंदास गिराइए, कैरेक्टर है तेरा, तू गिरा जहाँ तूने गिराना है, एंड मैनेज. सो दैट इज द कंफर्ट यू गिव टू योर को एक्टर्स. तो वो बॉन्डिंग तभी से हो गई कि किसी में एटीट्यूड नहीं है, किसी में एरोगेंस नहीं है, वो वाइब भी नहीं है कि कोई ईगो दिखा रहा है या कुछ है ना. तो कोई there was no room for gossiping or bitching about any of the characters, any of the people over there. So तो बॉन्डिंग हो गया. और क्योंकि हमने आउटडोर से ही स्टार्ट किया, तो we were living there, like we were staying there. तो after pack up also we used to hang out together, ऊपर डेक पे चले गए, and so किसी के रूम में बैठ गए, या asking about each other, about their hometown or work they've done earlier. We had a lot of time to talk beside the work we did. So that was the bonding part. I think that really helped in our bonding.
Yeah, and I think this cast has such an amazing bonding, and like each and every cast member, you all are so so connected to each other that fans really love the whole cast so much. I mean, I personally feel like this is the one cast that I've seen, who is so much connected and bonded with each other, and even the fans love each one's bonding so much.
Yes, it's really great to see how people love us, like all the fans, and they love each and every character so much. They understand how each and every character was, and the beauty was that everyone was in gray shade, right from the Vansh in the beginning, or Vishal, Kabir towards the mid and towards the end, or Haley being, always spying on her husband. Or she was also not very typical Bahu in this show. She was also very how a human is, very flawed and thing. So Manasvi, Aryan, Zain, Zain was the positive one, but Dadi and everyone. But फिर भी every character was different from another. Even being a grey shade, सबके अपने agenda थे, सबके अपने reasons थे to be that way. So audience understood it really well. Like the fan clubs that write a small anecdote about each character, they very beautifully describe. Sometimes I'm surprised that कि ये कैसे सोच लेता है. Only a writer can think that way, but people, audience is so smart these days. They understand. Like sometimes I have read about Ishani's character, and they so beautifully understand it that she was so real. She was just possessive about her brother, and for all the right reasons. Because who needs a bhabhi? Come on, in your real life, would you like a bhabhi who's always spying on your brother, or who's always lying, or you find love letters about her ex-boyfriends, or ex-boyfriend is staying in your house, and what all is happening? Like she hides so much stuff, and रात को घूमती रहती है, दीवार के पीछे देखती रहती है, कुछ उसकी चीजों में drawers में देखती. So Ishani is right. Like उसे नहीं पसंद है ये सब की क्या है. And so people understood each and every character. They loved the characters for being themselves and for being flawed and being real. So we received amazing love and from the audience.
Yeah. So now the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'll be taking name of the cast members, and you have to give one word for them, like whatever comes in your mind for them.
Okay.
The first one, Haley.
Haley.
Yeah.
Down to earth,
Rahul,
humble. Rahul,
Vishal.
intelligent. Rahul, intelligent.
Okay. Vishal,
Vishal, good actor.
Zen,
Then mischievous.
Manasvi,
See, mm, helpful, a very good friend.
Nikita,
Nikita, innocent.
Meenakshi ma'am,
Wise.
Khaleda ma'am,
Graceful. Elegant.
Jeetu ma'am,
Pure soul.
Christina.
Christina. Very talkative.
Okay, the last one, Ankit.
Ankit, a nice human being.
So the next question is that you had posted one IGTV video wherein there were many
Yeah.
pictures and videos with the cast, like since the start till the end. So there was this one picture of yours with Rahul sir in which he had a pony. So fans really want to know what is the backstory of it and when was that picture clicked?
It got so much attention. I don't know why. Like, maybe I know why, because that was a very funny and cute picture. But really, like, people have screenshot it and tagged me and Rahul and everyone, because बहुत ही unseen and picture थी वो. So we were chilling in Rahul's room and I had a scrunchie, in my wrist. So हेली को बहुत शौक है कि मैं किसी के बाल बनाऊं, ये वो. अभी अंकित ने भी जब थोड़े लास्ट के एपिसोड्स में अपने बाल शॉर्ट किए थे, तो सबसे पहले हेली ने जाके कट किए थे उसके बाल भी. सो हेली को बहुत शौक है कि मैं करूंगी, तो हेली ने मेरा स्क्रंची लिया एंड शी टाइड अ स्मॉल पोनी फाउंटेन ऑन हिज हेड, and then I clicked the picture with him. That picture is clicked by Hedy only. So that was it. But I don't know, इतना ज्यादा वो वायरल हो गई फोटो और इतना लोगों ने मुझे टैग करके और पता नहीं क्या क्या क्वेश्चंस और अपनी स्टोरीज एंड everything. But yeah, that is the story behind that picture. So Haley did it. Haley clicked the picture. I was just in the picture and the scrunchie was mine.
Yeah, so finally they have got the answer to it, that what was the
I
story
hope so.
behind it and
Yeah.
why there was a pony.
Hi, this is Chandni. You can watch my interviews at Famizo. Please share, comment, and subscribe.